Okay, we are set to go. Very good evening to all the participants. My name is Dr. Vignesh. I'm part of the National Digital Library of India team. We are supporting the PN Panika Foundation in conducting this technical webinar under this Quit COVID and Eco Digital Janvikyan Jagriti initiative. And we have been organizing various webinars, a series of webinars on this topic. And so far, we have organized 7 webinars, and this is the 8th webinar. And today, we have a renowned educationist with us, uh, Dr. S. Nagaratnam, the professor and head of Department of Communication, Madurai Kamaraj University. And he is also the national convener of EcoVision Indica. And he is going to speak on Eureka, green benchmarking and livelihood opportunities. And now I request we are welcoming Dr. S. Nagaratnam for this webinar. Now I request Balagopalji to formally invite our uh, resource person of today.
Yes, okay.
Over to Balagopal, sir.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Vignesh. And I'm happy to welcome Dr. S. Nagaratnam, the professor and head of the Madurai Kamaraj University. He's a performer, in fact, in communicating and in making people aware in eco media, nature environment communication. And he takes health communication also with a focus on gender and women media. He has done remarkable work in Madurai and some of the nearby districts also. He has done lot of eco media initiative, Eco Eureka initiative, and he is as part of his initiative. He has beautified some of the ponds and some of the rivers nearby, and he with his team, because he has got lot of NSS volunteers with him, because since he is from the university. University can command NSS volunteers also. With these NSS volunteers, he has done lot of initiatives in the Madurai area, the temple city of the country, and our its leader, Dr. Pambosh Kumar, is very much happy to assess his performance, and he went there, and our entire committee went there and assessed his performance, and the entire committee unanimously reported and recorded that his work is it should be replicated. It's a replicable work, and it should be replicated throughout the country. And he's a dedicated man. When he came to Trivandrum also, he was very particular to visit some of the ponds and some of the abandoned ponds, etc. Because he is a committed man in spreading this Eco Raka movement, a new issue, new notion or new mission activities conceived and practiced by our Dr. Pambosh Kumar, and he is one of the best disciples of Mr. Pambosh Kumar and his team, and has done lot of good work in communicating the message of this program to the rural masses, and he has got lot of honors and awards, recognitions, appreciation awards, research contribution, Madurai Kamaraj University, UNFPA award, and EU Indian Media Award, and he is a member of lot of professional bodies, and he is actually when myself and our Dr. Pambosh Kumar conceived the idea of this eco intelligence and forming a mission on eco intelligence throughout the country, and that will be one of the first initiatives in the country in spreading the environment and ecology and green economy, because we focus on green economy, how the green economy can play a crucial role, an important role in molding the India's economy. This also a forum and discussion table, a discussion forum to evolve this national policy and work schedule for this eco intelligence, no, green intelligence, vision of green intelligence. Now we are going with a very positive mind. We don't know whether, according to myself and Dr. Pamboshji, the government will also come. That is our philosophy, and that is our style of work also. Then do some good work. The government has to come. I'm sure one day, in the coming days, The Department of Science and Technology will come to us. They will also recognize this mission. And when the government is also giving umbrella support, we can grow not only with the government support, umbrella support. We want the full involvement of the general public. Once they are with us, we can be no problem. And the mission will be one of the best mission that can achieve our target of making India the best destiny for green economy. And so, with this background, I'm inviting Dr. Nagaratnam to present his purpose on this wonderful subject. Wonderful subject is because it's a people's friendly approach, Eureka principles of eco-digital skills and green benchmarking in the field capacity for livelihood opportunities. That's the need of the day. We have to now, according to the experts, India will have to face famine. That's why the Nobel Prize, uh, the Nobel Prize Committee has awarded best this recognition for the researchers done in this food area, food technology. Because now we may let us pray that we should not, but from the environment we can get all the resources. We can get all the resources for the entire mankind. That has to be derived from this environment. So, Dr. Pambosh Kumar's initiative, this green intelligence, with the support of all of you and with the people's participation, we can make this a reality with a missionary seal, as the word said, mission. With a missionary seal, we have to do it, and we are sure to achieve this, achieve the this green intelligence in the country. Thank you, and I am welcoming Dr. Nagaratnam to address, to present his papers. Nagaratnamji, please.
Yes, yes. Very good evening, one and all present online, and a very good evening to Sri Balagopal ji. Balagopal ji, thank you very much for your introduction, a long introduction about me. You have given me so much of information. You have given so much of information about me. But these are all very small things which we have to consider, and we should go fast in future also, march ahead with faster and with more enthusiasm. That's what we have been thinking. And I am seeing there are 30 attendees here. I say Vanakkam and good evening to everyone present online again. And also I am taking my telling my apologies for delaying in connection of the mic. With that, I am actually moving to my presentation. I think that you are all seeing my PowerPoint presentation. Are you seeing it, Vignesh? Vignesh, is it
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
visible?
We are. We
yes,
can see
yes.
you, sir.
You can
Yes,
see.
Is
yes.
okay, okay, okay. My title is Eureka, Green Benchmarking and Livelihood Opportunities. We have been discussing the topic around more than 5 or 6 years with national level consultations, and out of that we have been, whenever we have opportunities, we wanted to showcase or otherwise emphasize or disseminate information about these green initiatives. We had very recently in 2018, we had a program at Madurai Kamaraj University uh, on Mission Eco Next, and also we organized one Eco Media Lab. Here we have organized with tribal people to erect one small stage for ourselves. It was a thought. Earlier, we had a thought that we have to construct a stage decorated with coconut leaves, and also seeds from the banana seeds. Okay, so that's what the idea. When we actually began the work, it completed beyond our expectation. The time limit though exceeded, but we have completed it. There was a peacock. You can see here, see in before the stage there was a decoration in the coconut, in the banana seeds, where there is a small parrot is hanging. You can able to view it on the near to the podium, and also the blue set me sitting here. There is a small bird is also. When the after the completion of this stage, we got that there was a lot of aroma came from the stage. That uh, the uh, that was the taste of the nature we all enjoyed, and the each and every participant appreciated that one, because I don't know how much feel it gives, but when we were there in the stage, it was very good aroma around us to keep us in the micro habitat for more than 7 hours, and even next day. This was a small micro eco habitat we have created for our program, with scent from the flowers, and also the scent from the coconut leaves, and also from the banana seeds. It was a very different thing which we have noticed when we are going with nature. The Eco Eureka, when we are speaking about the Eco Eureka principles, our mentor, chief advising, we have formed eco visioning forum, and we have that was actually then regrouped again as eco vision indica. uh, with that program, in that program, the 7 platform principles of eco-cultural transformation, which was written by Dr. Pambos Kumar and adopted by the Eco Visioning Forum Madurai, will be the fine alignment with nature. If any one of us wanted to go with nature, we have to follow. We can follow. We should follow these principles in order to protect and safeguard our own planet. For example, in the green box, there is a first principle: the ecosystem and our respective cultural wells. We exist in the relations of cradles by ecosystems, that we must understand. We are all cradled by ecosystems. If we are removing ecosystem, then nobody can live in this planet. So that much idea we should follow it up. And also the second principle, law of eco-cultural selection, ensures that any life form can be alive at its own best only in its own ecosystem, eco-cultural system. Actually, there was a missing of words, own eco-cultural world. Like in the eco-cultural world, in the sense, you can even imagine how the polar bear lives lives there in the Arctic, and also in a small pond, how a particular organism is also growing, also living. B will be our thought. And also the eco-cultural diversity, it's necessary for coexistence and the fullest development. This is very important aspect that I can say that Dr. Pambos Kumar's mind is the mind in favor of coexistence. We cannot destroy our nature, or otherwise our ecosystem, And we cannot, only the organism, the human being cannot live in this world. That is actually they are mentioning. Eco-cultural resources, richness and diversity shape and strengthen our inner voice with the support of the eco rhythms of this universe. Actually, here some points are missing in the presentation display, maybe, but I think that it is the rhythms of universe. How he is connecting the universe and the planet and the living being are connected one another, so that the harmony will come only when we are respecting our nature. That's what we have been insisting. This and the fifth one is the ultimate value, if nurtured earnestly, can transform us and our relationship with our other elements of natural world. That is very transform us. That is very important. Another aspect he is mentioning, and nurturing more empowered community architecture based on this ultimate value can make our divine nature and another form of protecting ecological integrity. When we are protecting ecological integrity, we should empower the community architecture. Community architecture is present all over the country, not by one entity or one small entity or one big entity, or it is not a one globalized identity. It must be present with the community all over India. And another one is only eco-rhythmic development, not valueless consumption and sensitive realization of eco-cultural relations is inexhaustible source of inner strength, sustainable prosperity. That's the sixth one. The seventh one is only the eco-rhythmic development in this one. This earlier this is seventh one. This important concept given by the chief advising mentor of Ecovision Indica, is valueless consumption. Consumption is huge. Why we are saying this? When the consumption increases, for example, we are seeing the plastics everywhere, at our home, at our street, in the hillocks, in the mountains, in the rivers, in the river beds, on the shores, and in the ocean. For example, where it is not there, where how it is being exploited this much. Who even in the last 20 years, how much exploitations have been made by the human being. So the adverse effect, every one and all present here in this online forum understood already how this has harmed our planet, the only planet we have been living. So the alternative thinking, not only to the plastics and polythenes, plastics and polythenes for may be good for specific purpose, but we are misusing it in an enormous, in a wide, in large amount of way, so that the entire humankind is stagnated to in front of the garbage of the whole world put. We cannot do anything. How much litter we have been putting, and also we have been generating waste in cities, and how much harm we are creating for the communities around the world. But what will be the alternate? Will be any alternate will come in future? No, we have every alternate. We have everything in on our hands, but we are using it. We're using our mind is not our mind is not willing to use it properly. The green economy, defined by UNEP, United Nations Environment Program in 2011, that speaks that that defines that a green economy can be defined as one that results in improved human well-being and social equity. This word is very important. Social equity. It may not be a one big industry. It may not be a one big personality. It may be a community present all over our great nation, while significantly reducing the environmental risks. For example, you just see that significantly reducing the environmental risks and ecological scarcities. It is as low carbon, resource efficient, and socially inclusive. Socially inclusive means if you produce more number of plastics, you are actually excluding some communities who have been producing alternative the alternative to the plastics. They have been producing alternative plastics for this world, been stopped by a dominant industry or dominant structure of the power system to generate more number of carbon emissions. Deforestation, we know that deforestation, how much we have been affected, and the depletion of our natural resources and eco-sensitive zones, that all must be safeguarded with the interest of the local communities. That we've been saying why eco-sensitive zones are be about the knowledge of eco-sensitive zones to be disseminated to local people. Why we should do it in the sense village panchayats have power to decide on who is going to operate in their limit village limits. If one particular industry coming to their village, for example, if a particular community, a particular industry coming to their village, where is the water source for the industry? One should ask it, what will be the waste it will generate, how it will dispose it, how it will properly address it, and what will be the environmental damage to the local community itself as a persons, as a ecological spots. These are all very important important information which we should know. And also here I am showing two fencings made by the first photo is palmyra palm seeds. Under the leaves you can see it, and also fencing with the coconut leaves with the traditional way. People have been, if people enjoying it, they will definitely continuing it. There are a lot to consider, but we are not doing it frequently. And we have been seeing it in the Facebooks, in the social media, in other platforms, that how much alternatives we have on our hands. For example, baskets made by banana fibers. For example, the mats, banana fiber mat, and also the cones made by banana leaves, and also the cups, and also the banana fiber. The banana, I am actually wearing a shawl made by banana fiber. I am now wearing it, and even you can see the bamboos also. These have been circulating in internet, and how you can replace our straws, and you can your toothbrushes, and our world in especially in India. For example, we in the Madurai Kamaraj University is situated very close to a small town, Sholavandan, where people using banana seeds for packaging the petal leaves. But these practices have been slowly disappearing, the practices, when you are having a lot of other choices, and also the traditional businesses have been affected by the consumerism and the modern lifestyles adopted by the local people, as well as the town, the big town, they've been accessing it. But see, for example, in northeast, I visited Manipur, and also I visited Meghalaya, where I seen at least they have been doing it for at least other rest of our country must learn from some of the existing practices of green packaging. Why we are emphasizing upon the green packaging? Because we are producing tons of waste every day from every city. But when it is actually connected with animals, when it is connected with the mammals in the living in the oceans, and also we ourselves as a human being, it has been coming to our table, food plate, the not only the pesticides, and also the plastic microplastics have been found, yeah, found in the foods on our table, on our plate. But when we are switching over, I am not saying banana leaves only opportunity. I am not saying palmera palma is only opportunity. And I am not saying bamboos are only opportunity. We cannot depend upon one particular plant or type of uh, product produce to make alternative businesses. But our traditional knowledge, we have India has traditional knowledge on various packaging methods existing. For example, Southeast Asia, you can learn from Southeast Asia that this is right time to bring some knowledge, traditional knowledge of green packaging from South Asia, exchange. Not only bring from the Southeast Asia, we have to give to Southeast Asia from our own villages, from our own from our cultural backdrops, from our own practices. So here we have been seeing banana leaves being a better alternative, and the petal leaves, just you are seeing it. These are all in a large chunks, packaged with banana seeds, and also the stringing of flowers usually done by the small thread-like fibers made by the created by taken out from the banana seeds, been used for stringing the flowers. But now you can see nylon threads for making colorful garlanding or stringing flowers, been destroying one particular seed striking business. Once the people involved, one business of green business involved many they dried up the seeds of banana, and they made fibers, and also the light fiber, the thread like fibers from that, and they sent to the business places and flower markets, garlanding markets everywhere. But it has been reduced, it has been enormously reduced. Technology is advanced by the inventions and the developments and the innovations. But we should think that how these technologies are helping to reduce our wastages. That is what the biggest question the world must understand today. And also technology for poor, How a poor can, technology is always with cost. Please understand that technology is always with money. Technology is always with power. When who will own the technology? Whether poor people can own the technology? No. When you consider to protect our environment, all the technologies all the technologies must be freely available to public. I already said that bamboo, banana, coconut, and palmyra. These are all the four mantra of alternatives to the plastics. And beyond, I am saying it. We have to produce. See, banana will be available. Banana tree will be available. Banana producers will be more available in one particular point of time. But if you only have a technology, if you have efficient technology, only you can preserve and protect for future use. Otherwise, farmers have been affecting because of not having the adequate price for their leaves. When you are producing the leaves abundantly, but there is no market. But we are seeking alternative to the plastics. On the other hand, farmers are struggling to sell their leaves. That's what technology giving opportunities. But when you are eco-friendly in the sense, it is still a challenge. So that, for example, I am saying bamboo is a very good one in the wood items. Bamboo will be the very good replacement item. Why? Because I am saying it can be reproduced again and again. It can be grown again and again, so that you can use bamboo abundantly. And also we have to understand, we have to we have to utilize our existing knowledge on bamboos in terms of using our technology on that to produce meaningful product. Then only it will go to the community. Then community will produce meaningful alternative produced to the plastics or any other item which actually damage our planet. For example, we have been on behalf of NCSTC has supported many programs of ours, and beyond the project programs, we have been continuously. This one is the last the Sarana Sarana Yekam, Saraniyar movement. I was explaining them about Palmyra. Palmyra is one particular tree abundantly present in Tamil Nadu, has been slowly decreasing. The number is slowly decreasing. So we have been continuously more than for 4 or 5 years. We have been planting the seeds in the various tanks, and the various tanks and the bunds of the tanks. We have been sowing it, and it also germinated in many places. And also we have been transferring the skill from one community to another community. For example, in the traditional technology, this is not modern technology involved with electronic and electric and other items. This technology is owned by public, owned by a group of people in Sinna Perumalpatti in Madurai district, where particular scheduled caste community producing this basket. One lady is the Science City staff came to our program. She is holding that basket. Is a unique basket which has that size and the containing capacity, all unique in this area. And also you know that people have been making leak proof vessels out of palmyra seeds, that also transferred to them, and also this also transferred to those people. These are all small way of exchanging our existing traditional ideas among people. So these are all our the presentation. The thank you is only for the presentation, but we are continuing our presentation here. This particular this particular exchange of knowledge is essential, and it will give immense opportunities in the for the public in the areas. So why I am saying is the replacement of the plastics and protecting the environment and the ecosystem cannot be done from one particular place. It must be done from all the locations by involving all the community people. Without that, we don't think that it will succeed. So that if we are wanted to we wanted to slow down our wastage, we should we should we should promote green packaging, green alternatives, green livelihoods. For example, still I am saying hundreds of job opportunities are around banana tree, hundreds of job opportunities are around palmera palm tree, and hundreds of other opportunities around bamboo trees. But if one particular industry or particular person owning the technology on this particular plant, it will be again a problem. If the technology to be invented or the modified for producing the producing to stop the wastage must be for the public, must be transferred to the communities. Then only this world will see less number of wastage generated by the cities and the urban populations. We know that in earlier in the Palmyra, I am saying one particular example for Palmyra palm, which is the borosis tree, large number. One writer, Kudandai Arunachalam, wrote 801 benefits from one single tree palmyra palm. After that, you can produce all the alternative materials, containers from the palmyra palm. You can have the rice vessel, you can have the fish vessel, you can have the sleepers, you can have the rain protecting caps, and also seats, and also you can even wear you can produce beds, and also you can produce a number of items. Even you can produce a strong fiber. With strong fibers you can produce n number of items, so that there is no particular study had conducted how we can utilize our traditional knowledge for the benefit of the people living in our own country. If we have to alternate newly. We have created so much of items with the modern plastic items we have produced. For that only you have to create so many alternatives. With that mind only you can create so much of alternatives made from the palmyra palm or any other alternative producers, so that you have to enlist it. And also the containers from the metals must be the designs of our own past must be changed, because people wanted to carry it in the two wheelers, in the on the go, so that the shape and sizes of the metals also be reconsidered, redesigned, innovated for the public, for the people of the of our great nation. I am here. I wanted to mention about our scholars and students have been engaging in various locations of ecosites, and also we have been engaging with communities for disseminating some key information on the pressing issues. And also I wish to thank National Council for Science and Technology for their occasional supports in the past years, and our continuous effort, Ecovision Indica's continuous effort, continuous engagement up to till this last Sunday, we have been doing it for our for betterment of the only planet we have been living. I wish I am actually thanking PN Panikkar Foundation for giving this wonderful opportunity to meet the august presence of elite audience here. Thank you very much, and I am ready to have questions from you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for this amazing free level experience. It showed us what are the kind of uh, alternatives which we can produce from the traditionally available trees, plants, and other biologically degradable materials. So we are very happy to listen to some of the initiatives that you have started. Now, request participants, you can put your questions to Dr. Nagarathinam for his response. And already I have got one comment from Mr. Just a moment. I'm just reading out his name. Dr. B.K. Manjunatha. So his submission is this is the right time now in India and other
Mm.
places we should start the manufacturing units of traditional eco-friendly items to be used to avoid pollution. Carrying things, especially use of plastic, should be stopped. Finally, community should be educated about this, and also technology should support traditional eco-friendly production and not stop them. We should stop making use of plastic toys and bring out traditional toys made up of plants part, which I used to play in our times. So that's his comment.
Yes, his observation is very good, and I appreciate Mr. BK Manjunatha Gaud. Um, this can be done uh, with overwhelming response from the public as well as from the government, from and also the non-government side. These three strong entities should join together to make it community enriched technology support that should be visioned in future also. That must be visioned for the public.
Okay, so
Yes,
there is a
sir.
suggestion from Miss Neelam Balla. I
Mm.
think this subject should be included as a vocational subject in curriculum, and people should know their benefits. So your
Yes, sir. Actually, Neelam Balla, I thank you for this question because there are several units. For example, for Palmyra products, the Palmyra board is giving training to people nowadays. See, last 3 years ago, there were no there is a little campaigns. Once we started, there were a lot of campaigns. We have been noticing it, and also even from the public and also from the board, they have been giving the trainings for the public. But I am repeatedly saying that we cannot go only for base cut. We cannot go for only for this item. We have to innovate how we can make people accept the product. We have to identify the products and produce, and we have to take to the public so that they will accept it and you use it.
sure,
Okay.
sure.
Ah,
So there are a few more. I think they are all compliments to your presentation.
okay.
Very nice session. There are a lot of people complimenting your presentation. Traditional methods of using plants, trees, and other will be beneficial to all of us. Thank you. So
Yes.
that's the feedback from the participants, sir. Now I request Balagopal ji to take it forward. Over to Balagopal, sir.
To add is because now you are telling about that banana fiber. Yes, I had the opportunity. as part of the delegation of IPTO, Indian Trade Promotion Organization, Khadi and Maize Commission. I was the only non-official member from Kerala, India, and two IAS officers. And we had the opportunity to visit this Cairo exhibition of rural products. There, in fact, from Kerala, I took some fiber shirts, fiber clothes, fiber, as you are wearing, fiber shorts, and we could sell all these things within a span of 4 hours. There was a big demand. So I want to emphasize on value addition of the natural resources, so that we can livelihood. That's the main focus. And apart from that, I don't know the present position. I had the opportunity to travel the entire country, but in Madurai, and I remember in Madurai, in your town, near the airport, some 20 years back, there was a huge area cultivation of jasmine, jasmine, what do you call it, jasmine flowers, and they were cultivating and they're earning jasmine flowers, and they are extracting what do you call this, this perfume. They're extracting perfume and exporting as a value addition. This type of exploitation of the nature is required. uh, so such initiative, that's why we are focusing on this green economy. And our friends Nagaratnamji's vision and his action in developing the nature for value addition, that we want to add value addition, also value addition of these natural goods, natural resources. And Nagaratnji, your initiative is well appreciated from the audience also. Thank you for giving us such a magnificent presentation, and thank you all for attending this program. And next day, tomorrow, is one of the flagship presentation, one of the flagship presentation of this series of, we'll be holding some 40 webinars during this period. This quit campaign, national campaign, and this what do you call this, Jagriti, Eco Digital Jan Vignan Jagriti. We are holding 40 webinars, and apart from that, we are holding uh, competition for children, for college students, school students, then teachers, what they call the parents, as well as the librarians. A series of competitions stressing on green economy in the coming years. From 15th of November, we'll be starting these competitions, and Dr. Vignesh is the technical head of all these competitions and these webinars. So during this period, and tomorrow the flagship presentation will be from our this what they call Dr. Pamposh Kumar. In fact, he is the visualizer of this eco intelligence, not eco, green intelligence, a mission for green. We are the formation of a mission to promote this green intelligence in the country as part of the building green economy. I want everybody to join so that it will be a national movement with the people's participation. This is our the main thrust of this mission. And tomorrow, I wanted all of you to listen this Dr. Pamposh Kumar's presentation on eco non-green intelligence. Thank you, everybody, for organizing such a program. And we need more participation. We need more what you call involvement of the public, children, teachers, parents, librarians, and everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Balakapal sir, and thanks to our resource person, Dr. S. Nagaratnam. Thank you all the participants for joining in, and I have already shared the feedback form URL. And tomorrow, as Balagopal sir mentioned, we have the webinar on green intelligence by Dr. Bamposh Kumar, who is the scientist chef and the director of NCSTC. And he's going to speak tomorrow. I've already shared the registration URL for that webinar. So kindly join in. It's going to be at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So kindly join in. So with this, we are going to end this webinar. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.